Sawadika from Thailand. Today it's November 29th, Tuesday. Yes, November 29th, Tuesday. Just 9 a.m. here in Bangkok, which is 10 a.m. in Hong Kong, because you know Hong Kong is 1 hour ahead of Thailand, and I'm already on my way to Bangkok Suvarnabhumiairport Airport to catch my flight. Finally back to Hong Kong. So the most convenient, or most practical way if you're traveling from Bangkok CBD to airport. Well, note that there are two airports in Bangkok. The Don Muang airport is for the low-cost airline. The one I'm going to Suvarnabhumi Airport, that is for the other full cost, or full service airline. So I'm going to Suvarnabhumi Airport from Bangkok CBD. So in my case, from Bangkok CBD as in Cathay, because that is the closest station to my original accommodation here, Lemon Siam Hostel. Cathay station is the so-called closest station. So from Cathay, I think it's 7 stops to Suvarnabhumi Airport. So the first stop, we already passed through the Ratchampro, and then second stop we're approaching it's Makassar, and then
please the next station, train door
and the third one is Ranham Hang, and then Huamak, and then Ban Thap Chang, and then Lak Krabang, and then the last stop it's Suvarnabhumi Airport. So as you can see the airport logo. Well, hopefully I pronounced the stations or the names in Thai correctly, because I'm not from Thailand. But anyways, for my case, I'm taking the airport rail link from Thai, which brings me 7 stops, all stops to Suvarnabhumi Airport, where I will catch my flight from Bangkok back to Hong Kong. At this time of recording, I've already tested negative to COVID-19 through RAT, which is still a requirement, part of the requirement to board the flight back to Hong Kong. So for details, you can watch the following around 7 minutes and 10 seconds. But otherwise, if you don't bother my self-administered RAT process, you can skip the following around 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Otherwise, I will see you guys later Suvarnabhumi Airport, where I will board my flight from Bangkok, finally back to Hong Kong. Sawadika from Bangkok. Today it's November 28th, Monday, 2 minutes past 10 at night, which is 2 minutes past 11 in Hong Kong, because Thailand is 1 hour behind of Hong Kong. So I will now, I'm actually at the toilet, which includes already the shower for some reason at Lemon Siam Hostel. That's my accommodation here in Bangkok, and now I'm about to do a self-administered rapid antigen test (RAT), because that is still a requirement before your flight to Hong Kong, which is no more than 24 hours than your scheduled departure. My scheduled departure is tomorrow, November 29th, Tuesday morning. So now I'm going to do, it's within the 24-hour time limit to do the self-RAT. Well, you can do with the testing centers like here in Bangkok for my case, or you can actually self-administer, which is obviously through yourself. And normally, like by common sense, you're gonna do the COVID-19 test, the RAT test through by yourself, because yourself, it's without extra charge, right? So I got myself my own self-brought COVID-19 test kit, the RAT one for the coming test. So here you got the swab, you got the tube for you to put the whatever liquid down here. Then you will drop into the reader, which will determine if you test positive or negative to COVID-19 or not. So normally, if you got a red C over here, that means your test it's valid. If you got also a red T down here, that means you tested a positive, regardless of the red T line, how strong or how weak. As long as there appears a T line, a red T line over here, that means you tested positive to COVID-19. Otherwise, you tested negative to COVID-19. So my my self-brought test pack, it comes with a instructions just in case you don't know how to do, because I haven't really done COVID-19 tests any form for quite a while, but this COVID-19 test pack, the instruction, it's in should be in Spanish, or at least like not English, but basically the instructions are pretty clear. So now you gonna do it's to swap your nose first. I guess left or right depends on which direction you want. So now I'm going to do the left one just a bit, and then the right just a bit. Hold it still. Then you break the liquid thingy. God bless me. All right, then you put it the drops to here. Make sure it's completed. All right, then after you still put around your nose, left and right. Left first or right first, or who fucking cares? But as long as you put on both sides, then you give a little stir, little stir, little stir, little stir, little stir. All right, and then you cover it, and then you drop it here, the bar here, which then later on, I guess after I finish shower, then you would determine whether you test positive or negative to COVID-19 through rat. So I'm gonna drop now. Just a few drops, not too much. I've already dropped now. Drop the the so-called liquid after with my nose still already, and then now I'm gonna take a shower. Probably after normal shower time, then I would realize. I would realize whether I tested positive or negative to COVID-19 now. And now I'm gonna take a shower. It's humid hot here in Bangkok, or in generally in Thailand as always. So I'm gonna take a shower now. So I already finished my shower. As you can see, I already changed to my PJs. So thankfully, basically I tested negative. I repeat, negative to COVID-19. As you can see, there's a red C line. That means that this self-administered rat is valid. And also, second, there is no, in terms of any ways, there is no red T line bottom here. So that means I tested negative. I repeat, negative to COVID-19. So that means with this negative test result, I can I can formally board the flight from Bangkok here back to Hong Kong tomorrow morning. Obviously, today it's November 28th, Monday. Tomorrow it's November 29th, Tuesday. I can board my flight back to Hong Kong, which is negative rat. It's still a requirement, part of the requirement for you to board the flight back to Hong Kong again. No more than 24 hours before. I'm doing at night, so definitely within 24 hours. Of course, no one will do those clinics anymore. Of course, if you have those COVID-19 rat kit, of course you're gonna do a self-administered one. And as you can see, red C, no red T, test negative to COVID-19. So see you tomorrow at Suvarnabhumiairport in obviously Bangkok, and then from there join me on my flight back to Hong Kong. Kabuka. So the flight I'm gonna fly, it's actually Cathay Pacific, going back to Hong Kong. It's the second row of here, although it's changing in time. 11:40 flight back to Hong Kong. As you can see, what I mean by Cathay Pacific, but it's code-shared by different airlines. But yes, Cathay Pacific CX750 from here, Bangkok, and back to Hong Kong, departing at 11:40 a.m. As you can see, you probably can't see. The time now, it's around 9:47, which is less than 2 hours before departure. You might say, oh, why are you so late? Relatively late for check-in before departure, because Hong Kong. But actually, I already get my boarding pass and already dropped my bag. This is my carry-on bag at carousel queue right over there. Did you see it? Q11. Yes. So Cathay Pacific, it's some of the airlines here in Suvarnabhumi Airport, you can't use those self check-in kiosks. Even though you try, you can't find Cathay Pacific. You need to go to the back drop area to drop your bag. But although, as you can see, I'm flying in economy, the queue, I'm not sure, you can't see from this angle, but it's not a big queue, because one, I am Qantas Silver, which is equivalent to 1 ruby here, as you can mention. And one of the perks is you can use the priority, or specifically business class check-in counter here at Suvarnabhumi Airport. And yes, in fact, business class check-in queue, it's way shorter than economy class queue. And even though the check-in process, it's pretty smooth, as long as you have your passport, and the staff remind you need to have the health declaration, like the green QR code that you need to present upon your arrival into Hong Kong. I already have it on my phone and on my laptop just in case. But yeah, as long as you have those documents ready, the check-in process is pretty smooth. I already again dropped my bag, so right over there at Q11, as you can see. Yes, you can. Yes, row queue is already gate open, so you drop your bag right over there. This is my carry-on stuff, and I'm already done. So why? Okay, I forgot to mention why I'm flying Cathay Pacific back to Hong Kong. Yes, 11:40 back to Hong Kong, because I use my parents' Asia Miles, and Asia Miles only covers One World Airlines, and from Suvarnabhumi here to Hong Kong, in my case, only Cathay Pacific operates. It's the only One World. Cathay Pacific is the only One World airline which flies from Suvarnabhumi, directly non-stop back to Hong Kong. So that's why I'm flying Cathay Pacific today. So again, I've already checked in for my flight Cathay Pacific CX750 from Bangkok to Hong Kong, right over there at row Q11. By already dropping my check-in baggage. These two are my carry-on. I already have back my passport and boarding pass. So I will head inside the security area and hang around inside the airport, because I don't have lounge access today, and already used up all my Thai part. I already used all of my Thai part. No even paper or coin currency left, so I've literally 0 Thai part left. So yeah, I will head inside to the departure area and then just hang around at gate. Okay, what gate is it? Gate E3. Yes, gate E3 for my flight Cathay Pacific CX750 from Suvarnabhumi here back to Hong Kong. So I already cleared security. It took a bit of a walk, but now I'm already at gate E3, where I will later board my flight Cathay Pacific CX750 CX750 from here, Bangkok Suvarnabhumi and back to Hong Kong. It is a Airbus A350-900. Again, registration number is not available at this moment, but I will update you guys as soon as I have it or as soon as I, see it. Yes, this Airbus A350-900, because I'm flying in economy class, is spread in rows of 3 configuration. So basically 9 seats in each row. 3, 3, 3, 3, obviously 3 on the left, 3 on the middle, and 3 on the right. As mentioned earlier, I don't have a lounge access here, and it's now 10:28 here in Bangkok. Boarding time, it's still like around more than half an hour, so I guess I would just hang around near gate E3, and there are some charging stations over here. You can see the guy sitting with his suitcase doing his work. I'll probably sit here or charge over there where some of the ladies are sitting, and later on I will board my flight here at Suvarnabhumi Airport in Bangkok, gate E3, Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 CX750 back to Hong Kong. So before our departure, let's quickly go through the seat features of this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 economy class. So my seat here, it's 42A, the third row of the economy class cabin. Obviously a window seat. Your seat pitch standard 32 inches, seat width kind of 18 inches. As you can see, yes, this flight is pretty cool. At least my neighboring 2 seats, 42B, are all occupied. You've got the touchscreen in-flight entertainment system, the TV, that I will talk about more later during the flight. You get a code coupe. You've got a USB port, some storage space. It closes like this later on, and then every 2 seats you get a universal socket. Here you've got another storage space. You've got a safety car, earphone, air sickness bag, and you can put your small items such as my boarding pass and passport. So just the holder that you can adjust. The seat, headrest can be adjustable. Yep. So basically that's much it of my Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 in economy class, 42A, the third row of the economy class. Front of the economy class, it's premium economy, then business. Well, for your extra information, business class, it's spread in rows of 1-to-1 configuration, whereas premium economy, it's 2-4-2 configuration. And here again in economy, well, I'm in the third row of economy class, but in general, economy class on Airbus A350-900, it's 3-3-3 configuration. So, and this is a view of 42A, a window seat, pretty good. Not only you can see the wing, the left wing of the aircraft, but also the weather today in Bangkok. This morning it's pretty sunny, a bit cloudy as well, but at least good weather, at least a good sign to fly. Again, with Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900, I'm sitting in economy class on this CX750, which will bring me from Bangkok, Suvarnabhumi Airport, all the way back to Hong Kong.
如果有任何電子產品攝咗喺座位裏面，請唔好擅自調校座位，並通知我哋嘅機艙服務員。You can place any small items underneath the seat in front of you. 你可以將細件嘅物件放喺前面嘅座位下。This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking or using e-cigarettes anywhere in the aircraft is against the law. 呢班係禁煙航班。 安全帶，即使燈號熄滅，我哋亦建議你繼續扣好，以防遇上突發氣流。Oxygen masks will drop automatically if they're needed. Pull the mask down firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, adjust it to fit, and breathe normally. Oxygen will flow without the bag inflating, and ensure that your own mask is fitted correctly before helping others. 氧氣面罩會喺有需要嘅時候自動跌下，請用力拉下面罩，蓋於你嘅口鼻上面，
interactive, and you can zoom in, zoom out as well. It moves like an iPad, so you can see right now we are flying still in the Thailand airspace. Then through here should be Laos, and then Vietnam, then China, maybe a bit of Macau, then back to Hong Kong. So you can see Hong Kong is northeast of Bangkok. You can press it down if you want to look at introduction or the destination where Cathay Pacific flies to. As you can see, it covers Asia, America, Oceania, Europe, Africa, India, and also Middle East. And these are the instructions for you to navigate this the flight map. Here are the some of the flight information. As you can see again, for this Bangkok to Hong Kong flight CX750, again Hong Kong is 1 hour ahead of Thailand. Yes, so that's it. And of course, not only for kids, you have like those classic games as well. And this is the camera for on this flight. So this one, it's like a front camera, and this is the back wing camera view. And last but not least, for extra information, like this one is related to how you can connect to the in-flight and Wi-Fi that is available, but although I'm not going to use that, if you are connecting from Hong Kong, which I'm not, here are some information that will help you. And then that is after you arrive at the terminal, and some arrival information and other arrival information as well. So that's basically pretty much the whole in-flight entertainment system. The touchscreen TV on this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 in economy class. So right now, in less than 2 hours, I'm gonna watch a movie, Cantonese movie. It's called I don't know the translation in English, but that's the movie I'm gonna watch. Should barely almost finish to watch the movie, but now without further ado, let's go. Cantonese, traditional Chinese subtitles, and here we go. So a hot meal is served on this CX750 from Bangkok back to Hong Kong, which is served around an hour into the flight, because kind of midway, because this flight is officially 2 hours and 15 minutes long, so whatever. So the main there is no actual like an in-flight menu. It's just what the cabin crew said. There are two options. Another option, it's the main, it's the chicken rice. What I got is the fish polenta, so bits of fish, bits of polenta, bits of veggies as well. So for main, you get yourself a bun with Lurpak butter. You got some fruit for as a starter, some melon, watermelon or so. For dessert, you got Haagen-Dazs mango and raspberry ice cream. A mini spoon for the ice cream as well. For drinks, I opted for myself a apple juice, served not in a plastic cup, but in a, I guess, environmental friendly cup. In this set, you got a piece of tissue, hand wipe, and not sure if you can see, but it's basically a knife, fork, and spoon. So that's basically the meal service on today's Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 in in economy class CX750 from Bangkok back to Hong Kong, almost around midway through the flight. Time to have a quick toilet tour. So you can see I'm not wearing a mask because yes, you will need to wear a mask during the flight to Hong Kong except eating or drinking. So I only remove my mask when I'm in the toilet, and now I've just put my mask in the coat and also like in the seat when I'm eating and drinking. But this is basically one of the toilet in economy class on this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 in economy class. Here you have a baby bassinet if you are traveling with infants. Here you will flush the toilet after you finish your shit and poo. This is the hand cream to keep your hands moisturized, not dehydrated during the flight. Your hand wash where you wash your hands, some tissues, and some extra tissues, and also like a handhold in case of whatever turbulence. Again, yes, this is cold, but normally like maybe you will hang for your jacket or so, but you know, now for mask, because again, masks are mandatory during the flight to Hong Kong. I mean, for the duration of this 2 hour 50, yes, 50, but not 15 minute flight back to Hong Kong, except eating or drinking, or now I'm in a toilet. So I will do a quick shit and poo now. A quick toilet now, because I'm not sure. There might be some other passengers waiting outside the toilet, and the time I think it's about to land into Hong Kong. So without further ado, I will do a quick toilet now, and then I will return back to seat 42A for the landing. So we have already entered Hong Kong airspace. That means that we're about to land into Hong Kong, where I'm from. So how do I feel about this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900 economy class CX750 from Bangkok to Hong Kong? So my journey begins at Thai station. So in Bangkok they have the octopus card, transport card called Rapid Card, but Rapid Card does not apply to airport rail link. You have to buy the ticket separately. But anyways, it's a quick journey to suvarnabhumiairport airport compared to road traffic, because you know Bangkok road traffic it's shit as always. But once you're in the airport, I immediately located the row queue where to check in my Cathay Pacific flight. You can't use the self-check-in kiosk because you know Hong Kong they have several different entry requirements. So by the time you see video, that means I've already tested negative to COVID-19, which is in some extent part of, not in some extent, in reality I'm still part of the COVID-19 requirement to board the flight from elsewhere to Hong Kong. But otherwise it's smooth. I did not, the staff did not ask me, and I did not show any documents apart from passport. She just asked me if you have the health declaration QR code already. I said yes, because you will need to show to the officials once you arrive into Hong Kong. But otherwise passport and then get my check bag to weigh and then send it to backdrop, and then that's it. Yes, with my One World Ruby Essence Qantas Silver frequent flyer status, I have access to the business class, Cathay Pacific business class or / premium check-in counter for check-in, and I do not have a lounge access, and I do not have food here at Suvarnabhumi Airport, because one, I don't have lounge access, two, I already used up all my Thai part, not a single dollar left, and I know that this flight includes a meal service, so I just hang around into airport and then just wait around by gate E3 where my flight departs, and there are some charging outlets over there where you can charge your phone. Also, once in the flight, the in-flight entertainment system, it's pretty smooth and easy to navigate with your fingers, like an iPad. Also, the meal service came around an hour, which might be a bit late also, but again, in this 2-hour 50 minutes flight, it's acceptable. You've got two options, but as always, if you have any dietary requirements for regardless of whatever reason, you can request it online through Cathay Pacific website or apps. Basically, obviously before the flight, but the polenta tastes are pretty creamy. The fish, it's pretty smooth, and the ice cream, when it's served, it's not too hard. With your spoon, the mini spoon, you can break down to eat. No, there are no water, not even a bottle of water served on this flight, even like as a prior landing or a prior to a meal. So that will be appreciated if Cathay Pacific offers a bottle of water even for economy passengers, even though the flight from Bangkok to Hong Kong is only around 2 hours 50 minutes, but the seat pitch, it's 32 inches, which is standard, and it's comfortable enough to survive on this 2-hour 15-minute flight, even though I put my bag down the seat, and also my neighboring seats 42 B and C are all occupied, because my observation shows this flight, it's pretty full. Not sure 100% full, but definitely 80% or 90% full. So that's a wrap of this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350